Hi, hello. Today's topic is about decompression sickness or otherwise driver's palsy or otherwise Caisson's disease. Caisson's disease is nothing but a specialized form of gas embolism, and we will see what is Caisson's disease. Pathogenesis, where decompression sickness is either produced when an individual decompresses suddenly either from a high atmospheric pressure to a normal pressure area or otherwise from the normal pressure to a low atmospheric pressure. At low depths, exactly at 100 feet, there been a great increased pressure that compresses the respiratory gases into the bloodstream as well as the other tissues. And during ascent from the depth, especially at the depth of 30 feet, where whatever the gas that has been dissolved in the bloodstream as well as in the tissue, they try to escape as a result of due to decrease in the external pressure. And some predispositions like there been an exercise prior to, or there been an injury, or an individual suffering from right to left cardiac shunt, or features of there been obesity, or there been a dehydration, or there been a alcohol intoxication, and if there been features of hypoxia or on any sort of medications like narcotics and antihistaminics, where people are predisposed and they suffer from this disease condition in larger extent. And effects of decompression sickness depend on these features. First and foremost is depth or the altitude that has been reached, and duration of exposure. Point number 2, duration of exposure to the altered pressure. And point number 3, rate of ascent or rate of descent. And 4, the general conditions of a individual. Previously, right, at 100 feet, right, there been a pressure of 4 times increases greater than the surface, right, it relating to depth. And regarding the duration of exposure, when an individual has been exposed for a more increased duration, then the pressure changes and the sicknesses of decompression sickness effects will be in larger. And here especially the obese person, right, as the nitrogen is more soluble in fat than the other body fluids. So the individual with predisposing conditions like obesity, they suffer from or they manifest with signs and symptoms in larger extent. And in case of acute, due to the obstruction of small blood vessels in the vicinity of the joints and the skeletal muscle, and the patient manifests as pain over joints, ligaments and tendons. And as a result of asphyxia and as a result of obstruction over small blood vessels in an area where the blood supply has been compromised, the individual suffers from features of acute respiratory distress and due to accumulation of nitrogen bubbles within the air spaces. And in CNS, the individual suffers from features of vertigo, coma, and sometimes even a death can occur. And in chronic form, where the features of avascular necrosis of bone occurs, and especially over femur bone, and in central nervous system, paresthesia, paraplegia are the associated features. And in respiratory system, features of hemorrhage, edema and emphysema, athletasis are in the associated findings. And in skin, itchy and patchy erythema, cyanosis and edema are the other features. And especially the parenchymal cells of liver, pancreas may show lipid vacuoles. And here the reason began, there been an obstruction, a chronic obstruction of blood vessels, there been a foci of ischemic necrosis throughout the body, and especially the muscles and the soft tissues like liver, pancreas being exposed, and features of necrosis, and even it may even manifest as an embolism, and associated platelet activation and intravascular coagulation will be the associated contributed findings. And in case of in management, first and foremost is administration of 100% or an hyperbaric oxygen administration is necessary. And for pain, aspirin may be given, but narcotics also can be suggested, also can be prescribed, but it should be used cautiously. And a rapid transportation to the nearest tertiary care center is essential for recompression and other further management. And if there been a plasma deficit, hydration therapy is needed, and associated according to the presenting illness, supportive measures need to be addressed. And coming to decompression sickness, the investigation of the equipment that has been used and the circumstances are more been vital than the routine autopsy, because the inevitable or the terminal event is drowning. A drowning could have occurred even if an individual been suffering from any of the predisposing factors, or in a pre-existing natural disease or an undiagnosed natural disease which could have been aggravated and would have been presented as a cause for a drowning. So we need to look for, and other artificial injuries could be of, if there been a head injury, or otherwise there been a cervical injuries associated, where a driver could lose his consciousness and would have drowned himself. And first and foremost, when we receive a case where a photography of a victim to be taken, and after the removal of the suit and other driving gear that has been used, and before commencing the autopsy, taken a complete X-ray of chest, elbows, hip and knee, where we can demonstrate air bubbles within the spaces. And in CT finding, where air may be seen in most of the major and as well as minor blood vessels, and a complete toxicological sampling should be carried out. And if there have been features of intoxication and other, where toxicological sampling may be vital to find out the exact reason behind the incident. And in case of an examination, most of the devices or the aids that has been used for scuba diving may be missing. The cloths may appear to be torn, and when we have a chance to look for, or when we have a chance to examine the mask of the mouthpiece that has been used, may contain vomiters. And in external examination, features of cyanosis and cherry red discoloration of the mucosa may be seen, and features of facial edema and froth over mouth nostril would have been seen, and it will be of tenacious, copious in larger amount, and molted pallor of appearance of tongue and associated bite marks over the tongue would be the other external findings, and crepitus as a result of subcutaneous emphysema will be the other associated external finding. And in case of head and neck, there may be fractures of skull, cervical spine may be seen. And in case of arteries, where there may be presence of gas bubbles, or especially the nitrogen bubbles within the cerebellar vasculature. And as a result of a fracture, there may be associated hemorrhages, and the hemorrhages most commonly subdural and subarachnoid hemorrhages, and associated with cerebral edema, with ischemic necrosis, and focal petechial hemorrhages could be seen as an associated finding on brain dissection. And features of rupture of tympanic membrane and associated accumulation of gas bubbles within the retinal vessels may be demonstrated. And in chest region, where the foam or an aspirated vomitus may be seen up to terminal bronchus, and features of pneumothorax, pneumomediastinum will be the other associated findings, and it can present as features of pulmonary edema, petechial hemorrhages, or there be rupture of bulls and presentation of lacerations on the part of lungs may be the other associated findings. And in case of pulmonary vasculature, there will be presence of nitrogen bubbles or bubbles may be seen within the vasculature, and in extreme cases where even features suggestive of pulmonary fat embolism may be the other associated finding, and it could be a reason for a sudden death in case of drivers. And in heart, features of ischemic heart diseases, and if there been a patent foramen ovale will be the other associated findings. And when you come to other solid viscera, fatty changes of liver, ischemic infraction of most of the organs may be seen. And in case of bones and joints, where aseptic necrosis of the head of femur, distal femur, and proximal tibia, suggestive of osteonecrosis. And the reason being necrosis is the gas bubbles and other tend to obstruct the blood vasculature, and they present as a features of necrosis. And in case of nitrogen bubbles within, in or about joints and periosteal vessels also been demonstrated, and these are the associated findings in internal examination of the joints, heart, and other viscera. Thank you so much for your patient listening. If there have been any doubt, query regarding this the topic that has been discussed, kindly address those in the comment section below, or otherwise through the social media links provided in description section. Thank you.